Hi, I'm sharing this with you because, this week I started my 200th journal. And a lot of people ask me what I do with all of that. So I wanted to share with you about my process. And I've been journaling since I started in 1976. So it's been a long time. Uh, I've been journaling daily since 1998, so it's a lot of years. And I've been including mixed media maybe the last 20 years, starting in 2008 or 9. So at first I was writing a lot and I had all kinds of notebooks. And then I started to draw more and do a lot of collage and mixed media. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like this year, just this year, because we're at the end of the year, and that's 2025. So it looks like that. So I have six this year, or five and a half. And it's the pages get really thick because I use mixed media a lot. And I obviously don't only write. And you can see what it does at the end of the year. How do I how do I look at my year? So I wanted to share with you one thing I do so it's not overwhelming to look at all of that at the end of the year. What I do, like when I start a journal, I'll write the number and then I'll write the themes here. So, and I do it as I go along. So if I notice that I write a lot about my health, I'll write my health here and the events. So what's happening if I go on a trip or if I whatever, I write it here. Here it's my dreams. And the writing, like if there's a date, like let's say October 9th, there's a page that I really like, I'd like to go back eventually, then I'll write October 9th. And then the visuals, so the techniques I use. So I can show you one that's done. So it looks like that. I'll put my hand because it can be personal. So at the end of a journal, it looks like that. And at the end of the year, I open like the five or six or four, whatever journals I did during the year, and I look only at those pages. So it gives me like an overview of the year. And then I start with my little ritual, end of the year ritual with that. And I I flip through the different journals to have a feeling, but I don't reread the whole thing. It's kind of boring to read everything I write because very often it's just like venting or emotions, thoughts. And a lot of people ask me what I do with like if I have 200 journals, what am I going to do with it? Like, do I want to leave that behind? I don't. So what I did, I already burned about 60 of them. The first one, the first 15 years, I was only writing. So it was particularly boring and excruciating. It was just like going in circles, everything. It was useful. It was very useful. I was using it to anchor myself, to vent the emotions, to think more clearly, to decide things. So it was useful, but to reread that, it's kind of difficult. So each person is different. You can have another relationship with your old journals, but for me, it's good to get rid of the old ones. And when I started to paint more and do mixed media and cover all the writing, like I use illegible writing a lot. So I write on top of the pages and then like it becomes illegible. So I'm not afraid that someone's going to read it. So that's easier. I look through the journals and then there are all these process pages. So it's easier. So I'm not sure. I want to keep the last 20 years. I want to keep them for a while. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So if you want to know my little magical trick, there's none. I don't know. Um, my mother passed in 2019, and I have her journals. They're only written, and it's really difficult to read. So I don't want to do that to my kids. And like it's difficult to burn them too. Like I'm wondering if someone wants them. So it's like I have a huge stack of her journals that I don't know what to do with. So that's my reflection about that. So I just wanted to share them with you, and you can comment underneath the video and tell me if you have advice for me, or tell me what you do with your old journals. So hope to read you soon.